Hello, guys. So we are finally live today. Happy to join your screen as usual. We have three people already with us. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining. Kindly let me know where you're joining me from as usual. Type your name. Let me welcome you formally. I love to do that. I really love to connect with you guys and engage you in my live session as well. So let me know where you're joining me from. So today's session is actually a very special one because our guest here is a very incredible one because she's actually going to share her journey with us, how she was able to, migrate through the self-sponsorship route. Okay. This is a story of resilience, story of determination and triumph. Serious, guys. I just want to encourage you all to stay glued to your seats as she shares her story. She goes through the whole process with us just to empower us. And please, we have to make this session very interactive as well. We all know that it's very important. Thank you so much for joining me, Noctula.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, so Esther says Esther from Ghana. Thank you so much, Esther. And I have Adam Lesmelo from Lesotho. Wow, thank you so much for joining me all the way from Lesotho. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we have 1 hour for today's session, and I'll try as much as possible for us to be time bound and make sure that we don't go beyond our 1 hour. So we are going to make the best out of today's session. So I'll allow my guest to introduce herself.
Okay, hi. My name is Noctula from Zimbabwe. I am a general nurse and a midwife too. Yeah, that's who I am.
So you're a general nurse and you're a midwife.
Yes, I'm a general nurse and I'm a midwife. Though in Ireland,
Wow.
I took the general nurse pathway. Yes.
This is so good. Okay, so you can now apply for a second division when you arrive in Ireland and all that, when you are done with your contracts, which is good. Which is good. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so when you come to Ireland and then you are done with your 2 years contract, you can now, if you want, you can now go back and then start your midwifery as well.
Yes, yeah. I'll do that.
That is wonderful.
After
That is
after
wonderful.
I'm done with my 2 year contract, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm always available to help. I'm always available to help. Okay, guys, I can see that we have new people that actually joined us. Thank you for liking today's session, guys. Please remember to like our video on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, remember to subscribe to my channel as well. And most importantly, let's share today's session. Let's share on Telegram. Let's share on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, anywhere at all. Kindly help share. It's very, very important. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, guys. So let's go straight into today's video. Nafila, can you share the I just want to know what actually motivated you for you to pursue this self-sponsorship route, despite the challenges in this red list era?
What really happened is that initially I started the proper process whereby I had an agent was assisting me with relocating to Ireland. And then later on, when the issue of red listing appeared on the way, the agent then
Yeah.
told me that they can no longer they can no longer assist me. And by then I was waiting for my atypical working scheme, and
Okay.
I've already been booked for my RCSI exam. So all of a sudden, the agent told me that they've withdrawn me from the examination due to the issue of red listing. So that's where it all started.
Wow. After you had a contract and all that, waiting for atypical working scheme, and then everything was cancelled because of the red list.
Yes, everything was just cancelled. So he told me I'm now withdrawn from the exam. So it was really devastating. But then I didn't lose hope.
Yeah.
I just told myself that I'm going to Ireland. Come rain, come thunder. I just have to do this. With or without an agency, I can do this. So that's how I started. And then I went on to open an account with RCSI portal, and then
Yeah.
I then paid the 2.8 euro for my examination,
Yeah.
and then I took it from there.
Okay. Okay. So we'll come to the process. We'll come to the process.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll come to the process.
Okay.
So actually, I'm actually very marveled with your bravery. I had people that they hadn't even got into atypical working scheme yet, and then they've even got like devastated just with contract. But looking at how far you've gone, and then everything
Yeah.
was cancelled, yet you were very brave to actually go ahead and then still
Mm.
apply for yourself. Where did you get that strength from?
Where did I get the strength from?
I'm gonna be
I
broken.
was just determined. I was just determined that I can actually do this. So yeah, and maybe the support system on my side. Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
I
Okay,
believe
so
in
now take
myself.
us through the process. Take us through the process. How you were able to actually sponsor yourself and how the entire process before you were able to come to Ireland. How did you do it?
Okay, after having my account with the RCSI portal, I then communicated with my brother who is in United Kingdom, and then I told him my
Okay.
my situation. Yeah, I told him my situation, and then he said it's fine. I can pay the 2,800 euro for your examination,
Yeah.
and then he did pay for me. So then I got an invitation, and I then used that invitation to apply for my visa, for the exam visa. So to apply for my exam visa, I also communicated with a friend of mine. We trained together in the general nursing. So
Okay.
he's already in Ireland.
Yeah.
So he assisted me with the
Okay.
documents like the proof of residence, and then the 3 months bank
Okay.
statement, all those things that I needed to apply for the visa. So I took
Can
those
you can you go
papers.
can you go through the documents with us? A detail of the documents you actually presented.
The documents, I actually communicated with my
Yeah.
friends. We trained the general nursing together. So he just sorted out all
Okay.
those documents for me, and then I then submitted for the immigration. Yeah, that's when I applied
Yeah.
for my exam visa. So when my exam
Okay.
visa was out, I had to gather the money for the tickets, the to and fro, which was around
Yeah.
1,600 US dollars. And then I also had to put together um, money for accommodation, 3 months accommodation, which was around
Yeah.
1,800 US dollars. And then I was good to go. Yeah.
Okay. So you actually secured accommodation in Ireland before you arrived in Ireland.
Yeah. Before I arrived in Ireland, that's what I did.
I guess your friend helped you.
Yes, the same friend who provided with the documents, she assisted me with that, looking for accommodation. Yes.
Okay. So when it comes to the exam visa, I believe you actually registered, paid for the exams, and then you use the receipt in applying for your visa, right?
Yes, I did that. I used
Okay. Okay.
that invitation, the invitation letter, and then together with the proof of residence
Okay.
when I get to Ireland, and the proof of funds. Yes.
Yeah. So you showed that you had money in your account
It
that
was
can sustain you
actually
in
not
Ireland.
my account, but though I had to
Okay.
put some my own bank statement, but the main funds that they want, they are from your sponsor, like the person who provided who's going to provide the accommodation. So he has to provide the 3 months
Okay.
bank statement from that side to say they are able to take care of
Okay.
you medically, yeah, and everything else.
Okay. Okay. So I think this is actually your friend in Ireland. He actually did this for you.
Yes, he did that for me.
Okay. So for the sake of my audience, I just want to mention some of the documents per what you've said. Okay. For the sake of my audience, for them to actually know the documents that they would also need if you want to take the same route. Okay. So from what you are saying from your
Okay.
side, you had to provide letter of invitation for the examination, which was from NMBI.
Yes,
Sorry, from RCSI,
yes,
RCSI group, not from
from
NMBI. I
RTSI.
guess you added your okay. I guess you added your decision letter as well.
Yes, decision letter. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, and then your IELTS, your IELTS or your OET.
My OET is, yeah, my OET as well.
Okay, so do you add any bank statement, any pay slip
Yeah, from my side,
from your
I
side?
just submitted.
From
Yeah,
your
from
side.
my side, and then from his side as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
I'll come to his side, and then your passport, I guess.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
my
So
passport.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So coming to your friend, I can say that your friend actually helped you with a proof of residence, which is going to be their GNIB card, his bank
Yes,
statement.
exactly. Yes,
Okay, his bank
and
statement.
then
Okay, and also proof of. Did he actually write a letter stating that he's going to support you throughout the process?
exactly, yeah, he wrote a letter as well to say to the consular to say to the consular that he's going to take care of me when I get that side.
Okay, okay. Did he actually add his critical work permit? His work permit. Did he add that as well?
Now he just provided with the GNIB card.
That is fantastic. So that is so cool. So I think everybody needs a very dedicated friend willing to help. That is so cool. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, guys. Thank you so much for sharing it because it's very, very important for other people to actually know how much like what it really involves in this entire process. When it comes to the funds, how much did you use in total?
So it's like 2,800 for the exam, and then
Yeah.
1,600 for the flight.
Is it all in dollars or in euros?
The exam it's in euros. The exam is in euros,
Okay.
2,800
Mm-hmm.
euros, and then the
Yeah.
flight is in US dollars, 1,600, and accommodation I packed it in US dollars, which was 1,800 US dollars. And
So
then
in
you'd
total, how
also
much was
need,
that?
I think if you add that, it's actually,
Almost like 6,000 euros.
yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Almost like, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
almost
Okay.
6,000. Yeah.
Let me just go to my let me break a bit and then go to my viewers as well. Okay, Wendy says that's brave of you. Yes, that's very brave of her, sis, because her determination, her resilience is so. It's I don't know what to really say. For you to reach that point in the journey, for you to actually start the whole process again, not to lie, you are very, very brave, and I'm really happy for you. Alima Kone says, God bless you. So that is my mom, actually. You see that some of the support system you're actually talking about. She's here to support her daughter as well. So we have Lin Lin says, hi, guys. Hi, dear. Thank you so much for joining, Linda. God bless you. I have Webster says, Webster from Zambia. Thank you so much, Webster. I also have Noctilla from Zambia, and I'm happy that she's willing to share her journey with us. I'm really thrilled. Webster said, how many experience should one need to have to find a job. Okay, we are going to talk about that when it's time for questions, okay? And then Wendy says, wow, that's a lot of money. My sister, you are rich. So she actually had support system. We are going to talk about the support system. We'll be talking about the support system very soon. She had people to also help her.
Yeah,
And then the website says,
yes.
yeah, that's fantastic indeed. Strong lady. Yeah, she's a strong lady. And I'm so happy that you actually agreed to share your story to motivate others. Okay. I know that you've actually shared this journey, but I know that definitely there are some challenges that you went through. What are some of the challenges?
The challenges were putting the revenue together, putting the revenue together was just a struggle, but at least I got some help. And then the other challenges, like when I got to Ireland, within those three
Yeah.
months, the visa doesn't allow you to work. So you see, you be just dependent on other people. You can't do anything
Yeah.
for yourself. You can't buy the want or something. So you're just dependent on other people. That's the main challenge. That you cannot work using the exam visa.
Okay, I think your volume reduced a bit. If you can check it for me. I can hear you anyway. Okay, audience, let me know if you can hear her properly. I can hear her, but I feel like it's reduced a bit. Okay. So first and foremost, I know that you got disappointed, which is like obvious. Everybody's going to be disappointed. That will be your first challenge. The fact that your exam visa does not permit you to work in Ireland, then you have to be in Ireland for 3 whole months. Maybe I don't know after your exams. So after your exams, I know it's like after some few days you're done with the exam. Do you still stay in Ireland?
Like after the exam, yeah, you can stay actually until the visa expires. But if you want,
Yeah.
you can actually you after the exam, depends when the exam is pegged. You see, when is it scheduled? If it's scheduled towards the end of the 3 months, then you have to stay for up to that period. But then if it's scheduled maybe in the beginning of those 3 months, you can as well go back home earlier.
Okay, so now let's talk about the support system. I know that your brother actually helped you when it comes to the financial aspects. Okay, when it comes to your examination, your RCSI, did you have any support system, a group of people that actually helped you throughout the process? I know we have an African nurses page for RCSI. I don't know if you're part of the page. I'm not too sure, but any other support that you want to share out there for that other people can also use.
Yeah, I was really lucky because when I got into Ireland, I met a group of other African nurses, and then some from Zimbabwe, and then others were from Nigeria. Yeah, so I joined that group, and we were doing discussions every day. Every day, we really told ourselves that um, there is no if there is no this examination is all that we need. This is the real Ireland of it. So we just have to pass this examination. So we really worked hard with those guys. They really pushed me up to until we wrote our RCSI exam.
Wow, that is fantastic. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Any I'm actually so happy with your journey, and I'm so glad you're here, seriously, because at least other people will know that there is a way out. Okay, there is a way out, and then they still have to save up. And I believe that even if they don't have people to actually support them, by the way, your brother was actually willing to help you pay for all that. I know that people can even go for loan and all that. Talking about
Yeah.
how reimbursement, do you have a job now after the exams? Have you been able to secure a
Yeah.
job?
Yeah. I managed to get a job when I got that side. I have a job already.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You have okay. So are they willing to reimburse most of the things?
Not really, not really. They only managed to pay for the registration fee in the NMBI after I passed my exam. That was the
Okay.
only assisting. Yeah, that's how
Are
they
they willing
assisted
to
me.
refund back your RCSI fee, the 2,800?
they didn't talk about it. But I heard some employers they refund, or maybe they are going to talk about it when I start when I
when,
go
when
back
when
to
you
Ireland.
arrive in Ireland again.
Yeah, when I
Okay,
start work.
okay, okay. That's good. That's because now you already have your PIN, and then you actually didn't come through the employer. So I'm sure when you arrive in Ireland again, they are going to go through the contract with you. They're going
Yes,
to go through
yes,
the
I think
contract with
so.
you. So I know that definitely are going to
Yeah,
pay something when it comes to your flights and all of that, which I know.
yeah,
So let's be hopeful. And I know that when it comes to it's not HSC, right? It's a private.
yeah. It's a private employer.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. So I know that definitely they are still going to refund some things for you. I can see someone saying, "Wow, that's a lot of money." Yeah, that's lots of money, but she's still going to get her money back. That's the most important thing. I tell people it's not just it's an investment. This is just like an investment to in your life. So definitely she's going to
Yeah.
get lots of the money back, which is very very good. Okay, so guys, don't worry, which is very good. So please, if you are here from any African country and then you have your decision letter, you've paid for RCSI exams, and then you don't have any support system when it comes to learning of your RCSI exams, please you can contact me through my email. Just go straight to the point. Please a second. So sorry, I had to do some mommy duties right here. So sorry. Okay, when they come for your kids, okay. Okay, dear. Okay, so just I was saying, if you are from any other African country and you've registered for your RCSI exams, okay, and don't have any support system, please, we have an African nurses page for that purpose. You can contact me through my mail. I'll have the right people to actually help you out, okay, to add you to the page so that you can also learn. It's very very important. So, Notina, what are some of the lessons that you've learned throughout this journey? The
I've
lesson
learned
that you've
that
actually learned.
it's very, yeah, it's very imperative, to be patient and not
Yeah,
to give up, because giving up is not an option, really. It's not an option. And
yeah,
you just have to be brave and tell yourself that you just have to face this, and you have to do it. So those are the lessons that I learned, that I just don't have to quit. You know, if I was someone else, after them telling me that I've been withdrawn from the exam, I was going to quit and say no, I can no
yeah.
longer do this. But I was just determined that no, there is a way out
Wow.
there. If there is a will, there is a way. Yeah.
There's a way. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. The fact that you're actually withdrawn from the exams and you had to start all over again says it all, guys. So now there is no excuse. We know that we are in a red list era. We know that this red listing is very frustrating. People are not really getting jobs. But guys, just as Noctula did, it's about your life. You have to take the decision yourself. Go ahead. If
Yeah.
you think that getting a loan is a way out for you to come and then get your exams, that is fine. Okay. Just make sure it's not just about coming to Ireland to complete your RSSI exams. You have to be very mindful that whilst you are preparing to come into Ireland, this is lots this if invest this is like a huge sum of money. Okay. You have to make sure that you are preparing for your RCSI as well, because you have just two attempts. You have just two attempts. So she actually had it in the first attempt, right, Notula? I think you've
Um,
muted yourself. Yeah.
yeah. In my first attempt, I missed three stations in my first attempt. So I had to work on those three stations, and the same group
Again.
that helped me initially, they pushed me again.
Wow.
So my second attempt, I just nailed it. Yeah, that was that.
Congratulations. That is so cool. Congratulations. Do you have any tips for those watching us? Any tip? Anything that
Um,
you really have to take into consideration?
I just have to consider that challenges are there, but besides those challenges, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's all
Yeah.
about you making out a good future for yourself and your kids. You
Yeah.
want your kids to have a better future than yours. So this is the way to go, guys. Don't give up. I mean, just
Yeah.
stay strong and know that you can do this. You can actually do this, even if monies are involved or whatsoever. You can get some
Yeah.
help from other family members. They can push you up, and you can go.
Yeah.
You can go further. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, you've heard it all. She's actually given us everything that we need to know. When it comes to job search, do you actually find it difficult looking for a job? And did you do that whilst you were in Ireland?
No, no. When I was in Ireland, looking for a job wasn't even difficult.
Yeah.
I got the job within. I was invited for interviews within 2 days, and then the following week I
Yeah.
got my results that I had passed the interview. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
get that side, getting a job is not an issue because the jobs are there
Okay.
waiting for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any specific reason why you didn't go through the HFC and you preferred the private? Do you have any reason?
No, it's because I looked for a job before I had my PIN. Because with HSE they want
Yeah.
the PIN upfront. Yeah, they want you to have the PIN. If you sponsor yourself, they want the PIN upfront. Then that's when you can look for a job.
Okay.
But as
So
for
did you
me,
actually
I
wait
look
in
for a job.
Ireland before you got? Yeah. Okay. So
Sorry.
did you actually wait in Ireland before you had your PIN, or you had to apply for your PIN when you went back? Did you apply in Ireland
Yeah, I
your PIN?
applied to whilst I was in Ireland. Yeah.
Okay. So now you are back in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, I'm back in Zimbabwe. I'm back in Zimbabwe. I just wanted to come and check on my kids and then restart the journey again for good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you have to apply for a visa again, right?
Yeah. When I get my critical skills permit, then I'll apply for a work visa. Yeah.
Okay, so the journey does not end there. After she's done with her exam, she had to go back to Zimbabwe, and now in Zimbabwe, you have to now wait for your employer to now apply for a critical skill permit, which is a work permit.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
So it's in three phases. Yeah, so it's in three phases, guys. I know it looks a bit lengthy, but so far as you are getting here, that's the best thing to do. She had to
Yeah.
apply for her own she had to pay for her own ICSI exams. She's actually dual qualified. She's a registered nurse and also a midwife. Just for the sake of those who just joined, she's a registered nurse and also a midwife. However, she actually applied with her third division, which is her general nursing, got a decision letter, got an employer. Because of the red list, her contract was terminated. Her booking for the exams was also terminated. She had to do it herself. Okay, so she did the entire process herself, applied for visa with the help of a friend, and then came to Ireland to complete the exams. Then she's now gone back to Zimbabwe. Now she has to now wait for her employer to now apply for a critical work permit. Then she can now apply for the visa again with some of the documents. So this time around, she does not need any documents from anyone. Okay, so she just have to apply for using her own documents. If I say anyone, does not need any friend in Ireland again. She just need the documents from her employer, her contracts, her offer letter, IELTS and decision letter, all those things. Her PIN, which shows that. So now she's not going to use the decision letter anymore. She's not going to use her PIN because she's now qualified. Okay, so she's not going to use her PIN to now apply for the visa, and then she'll now come back to Ireland, and she's done. When it
Yeah.
comes to accommodation,
Yeah.
are they actually helping you with accommodation? Is your employer willing to help you with accommodation?
Yeah. My employer is willing to offer 2 months accommodation. Then after that, I can look for my own.
Which is good because most
Yeah.
employers are actually going to offer you just 1 month accommodation. So if they are willing to help you with 2 months accommodation, I think it's actually a plus. It's a huge
Yes.
plus.
It's a
And
plus.
I know definitely they are going to also refund most of your cost. Definitely they are going to do that, which is
Yeah.
very good. Okay, guys, if you have any question for Notula, you can start posting our question now so that she can address it for us well before we move on to any advice from her. or anything at all that she has done differently. Any question? Okay, so I have let's see, let me okay, so we have, let me just go back. And website says that's fantastic indeed, strongly. Yeah, she's actually a strong lady. Alabi says, hello, says joining from Liberia. Thank you so much for joining me all the way from Liberia. Wow, that's so cool. Mami said, wow, hey, my own sister, says you are brave. God, good job done. Thanks for sharing. Thank you so much, sis, for joining as well. Let's Adam says, I'm definitely following this route, just waiting for my decision letter. Yes, I'm actually going to encourage everyone to follow this route because it's simple, just so far as you are able to fund yourself. If you don't have the support system, if you can even go for a loan, just do it. But make sure that you're actually preparing very well for your RCSI. You know that are going to get it
Yeah.
just as Notula did. Yeah. And then find yourself in some important group. Find yourself in the right group or around, like make sure that the cycle of people around you are also focused in the same way. Okay. Just to make sure that you also achieve your aim is very important. And then I have Joseph says, wow, that's awesome. Lots of money. Yeah, lots of money, but she's going to get her money back. Don't worry. Joseph says from Nigeria, thank you so much, Joseph, for joining. Very appreciated. Wendy says, that's not fair. Please discuss it with the hospital before they cheat you. They need to reimburse everything to you. I'm sure they're actually going to do it. I'm sure they are going to do it. I know where she's actually going to, so I know that they are going to do it. They are very good.
Yeah.
I'm coming for them. Come for them. We'll come for them. Nest Comfort says hi Nest Comfort, thank you so much for joining. And then I have Mame Amma Atta, amazing, say thank you sis. This has been helpful. Yeah, this has been very helpful, and I think people should now start looking at that route from January. Just start looking at the way that you can just sponsor yourself. Okay. And my people, if you want me to give you the invitation, don't worry, I'll give you the invitation so you can come in. But make sure that when you come in, you are ready to pass the exams. That is the condition. If you're not ready to pass the exams, I'm not going to support you. And then you have Chinere says, what is the minimum amount required for proof of funds? Okay. Can you go through the proof of funds aspect from your side and then from your sponsor side too as well? Noctilla, I think her network is a bit messy right now. Okay, so we are having a bit of yeah, I think she's back.
My sponsor, they require a minimum of around 3,000 euros, and then from me, they just want to see that I am. They just wanted to see that I was working the site, such that if I fail that site, I can come back to my country and continue with my work.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. They want
Okay.
your bank statement just to have a proof that you are actually working. They don't mind about the amount that you have in your bank account.
Okay. So you just had to your sponsor had to just show proof that he or she has like above 3,000 euros in the account, and then you also had to prove that you're actually actively working in your home country. So you added your pay slip and also your bank statement. Because the reason why I'm actually mentioning a pay slip is that your pay slip is supposed to reflect that you have this hospital is actually paying you back home, and the same amount is also reflecting in your bank statement, because some people can easily forge the pay slip. So it's not just providing your pay slip, but the same amount is supposed to also reflect in your bank, showing that this hospital is actually paying you. So that is very, very important. Okay. And then we have Trishana says, please, can a nurse assistant also get chance to apply for a job in Ireland? Yes, Trishana, I have lots of videos when it comes to healthcare assistants. I recently did a live session with some healthcare assistants that also got the opportunity from Ghana as well. So please, you can also refer to that video. It will be of good help. I have Matilda say, is it possible that your sponsor wouldn't be in Ireland? Also, my deal and IELTS expires in July, I believe next year. And then the available date for RCSI is May. So would you advise I start the process now? I'll have you to I know definitely I'm going to say yes. So Matilda, if your IELTS and then your decision letter expires in July, I'm going to say that now. Notula, based on this question, how long did it take you for you to arrive in Ireland? After the whole thing was cancelled, how long did it take you?
Actually, the whole thing was cancelled because the cancellation was done in July. July this year, and then
Yeah.
I I straight away I straight away paid for the RCSI, and then um by 29th of August my visa was out. Yeah,
Okay, so just in
29th of
July and then
August.
August.
Yeah, my visa was out by then, and then
Oh, that it was
my exam was in it was on the thing on in September, end of September.
okay. Okay. So you got in August and then you prepared, you had a whole month to prepare for your exams.
Yeah, because they cancelled
Okay.
my agency cancelled everything in July. It was beginning of July. So that's when I
That's
had
what
to straight away,
yeah.
yeah, that's when I had to straight away pay for the RCSI. Then I was given a September date. You see now. So soon after the payment, I applied for my visa. It was mid July by then, and then end of August my visa was out.
That is that okay. So Matilda, based on what she's saying, let me just take all your questions. So I think it's very important for your sponsor to be in Ireland. I'll say that because they you know the embassy wants to be sure that you have someone that's actually going to like as in support you when you're in Ireland. You're not going to be a burden in the country. So I'll say that I'll not say necessarily the person should be in Ireland, but I'll say that for the fact that you know that your visa is going to be approved. You know, I'm not going to say that that's going to be that surety, but if your sponsor is in Ireland, that would be the like I think the best way because they know that at least you have someone that's also going to
Yeah,
support you in case of anything that happens. So for that, I would say that it's better for you to use your sponsor as a friend or anybody in Ireland. I think that would be the best thing to do. And also when it comes to your DL, since your DL and IELTS is actually expiring soon, I'll say that you should try and then register for your RCSI now because we have May, June, July. At least you have 2 months, so that is good. You are good to go. So you can actually register for the RCSI in May. Okay, do it in May so that at least in by before May you're already in Ireland. You get like a month or two to prepare for your exams, and then when you complete your exams, you can now just apply for your PIN. Okay, when you apply for your PIN, it's not going to take 2 months for you to receive your PIN. So you are still within time. So you can still go ahead and still register, okay? And then would you advise I start the process? Yes, definitely. Please start the process now. It's very, very important. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. La. And then when he says, okay, so someone has already answered. And then Okoli says, hello from Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so please remember to share this video. Also like, share with your friends on WhatsApp, on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, I'm equally live on Facebook as well. I encourage others to also join. And then even after the session, you can still share this video to other people that's going to be of help. If you belong to any group of people on WhatsApp or on Telegram looking for it to come to Ireland, it's very important that you actually do share to them. Okay. Okay, so Wendy says that you can always bring your test date forward after you register with available dates. Okay, so Wendy, thank you so much for adding this. Matilda, you can see the comment. So Wendy is also a registered nurse in Ireland. Okay, so she knows much about this. She has also passed her RCSI. So you can after you are registered, you can still bring it forward. So this is a very good thing. So, guys, this is a very, very good session. I'm so happy, Notula, for joining us. Any last words that you want to share with our viewers?
Yeah. Those to those who have already started the process, I think it's good that you just continue with that and don't look back. Even if you face any challenges, try to look for help from relatives, even friends. It's okay. You look for help from those people. They are going to assist you. And then the main thing is for you to study the RCSI, guys. You just have to start your RCSI because without RCSI, there is no Ireland. That's the fact. You just have to pass your RCSI so that you become the nurse in Ireland. When I got to Ireland, I really saw how crucial this examination is. You know, when you're just starting, when you're this side in Africa, when you're just starting using those online groups, you'd think that this thing is just easy. But when you're actually on the
Yeah.
ground, you'd actually see that you need to put more pressure and you need to be hands on, like when it comes to all those practicals. So that's my advice. Please study that RCSI exam, and you'll make it. You'll make it. Yeah.
So would you say that the whole process actually affected you negatively when it comes to preparing for the RCSI? Was there a lot of pressure?
There was a little bit of some pressure because I didn't have enough time to prepare. But for those who can prepare, like who still have time, you just have to prepare fully. As for me, I didn't have enough time, but I really pushed hard. Like I said, there was a group there of African nationals, Zimbabweans and Nigerians. I salute those guys. We really pushed each
But
other, and
the group
yeah.
is fire.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. And let's support each other as nurses. We just have to support each other and be there for one another when it comes to that RCSI examination. Yeah.
Okay. So Notula, I have a page on Telegram. Are you willing to assist anytime? And you also have an African necessity. I believe I can also add you so that anytime anyone wants any clarification, I believe you are willing to help. Would you be willing for me to add it to the
Uh,
page so you can also assist? Yeah. If anybody
yeah,
has
yeah.
any
I'm
question,
willing.
maybe you are willing to help as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm willing
okay.
to do it. I am.
Okay, and I'll also urge you that after we are done with the video, maybe once a while you come back to the video, and maybe those who couldn't join live, they can also come and also leave a question that they may have for you. So maybe after this whole session, you can just come back and then answer some few questions that just to clear the doubts and also help those that will also be in need. Very important.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's okay.
Thank you so much. I think we are actually done now. Since we don't have any question for Notula, I believe that if we don't have a lot of questions, that means you've done justice to the entire journey. I'll say thank you so much for joining and for agreeing to share your journey with us. I really appreciate it because most people are actually scared, when it comes to live sessions or video. And I'm very, very grateful that you agreed to share your journey and also encourage others. God has a purpose for everything. And then the main purpose why
Yes.
your journey was actually went through that, helter skelter was because you had to come out to also encourage others as well. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for joining me and for agreeing to share your story. Okay, guys. So I'll be leaving you now, and then I believe I'll be seeing you on Saturday. I'm planning a new live session on Saturday for those who will be interested in starting their own YouTube channel and all that. So let me just leave the entire gist, and then I'll post on my channel sometime soon. If you come back to watch this video, maybe you're not able to join this live session, please remember to share as well. Very important. And also those online, please let's remember to just hit the like button just to help this video also grow as well. Because the more we like, the more other people get to see it, and the more we share as well. So let's help with that as well. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you all soon. I believe on Saturday for another wonderful video. Thank you, Notula. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.